Hello and welcome to Lueur and the Dim Settlers. Lueur and the Dim Settlers is a miniature survival builder perfect for short and relaxing game sessions. In this game, we will rebuild and manage our realm, collect resources, and decide the fate of our people. We'll explore the darkness and unveil the secrets of the black monoliths to bring back light to the world. This game is solo developed and self-published by Darenn Keller, who is a former Ubisoft developer that left their job there to pursue their goal and passion to create their own indie games. So this is their first solo game. It is designed with controllers and handheld devices in mind. So if you have a Steam Deck, it is probably very great for that type of console. But also it plays well with a controller and a keyboard, for that matter. I'll be playing with the keyboard, as I usually do. Okay, so I want to just go ahead and show you a few aspects of the game before we jump into it. Of course, credits here. The developer is Darenn Keller. Supporters, these must be like some key supporters of the game itself. There's been some fan translation done into other languages, some special thanks, some playtesters, and there's more playtesters. And you can kind of already see how the game functions. It's all this sort of tile-based system where we can, move around with the control, whether that's the controller or the keyboard, and activate the tiles to do something on those tiles. And I'll show you as we get in. So, of course, you can follow the game and also give any feedback you might have to the developer via the links here. And then there's only just a handful of options. Turning the sound on and off, a full screen. CRT is kind of fun, and this is a little bit of a unique thing that I haven't seen in a game ever, I think, or very rarely anyway. But you can turn on CRT, which actually makes your screen look as if you're playing this game on a CRT screen. It gives you the little bit of fuzz, of course the curved edges a little bit, makes your monitor look like it's got a curved screen. It's kind of a fun little effect that I don't know if I've ever fully seen this effect. I've seen pieces of this in like the graininess and stuff like that in other games, but I think this is the first game that I've seen, and with the style of game, it actually works really well. I won't be using it just because of YouTube. I don't want the effects to cause any viewing issues. But if you're playing this on your own, if you check out this demo as part of Steam Next Fest, by all means, turn on CRT mode. Of course, language choice, and then you can also turn on Twitch integration, which I didn't actually take a look at exactly what's involved in the Twitch integration, but if you are a streamer as I am and you play this game on Twitch, by all means check out the Twitch integration. So we're just going to go ahead and jump in and play. There's a bit of a tutorial as part of the game, so we'll get oriented with how the game works. Here, we have a few other game modes you can see here. There's 3, and then there's a whole bunch this way. Some of these are different scenarios, I think, and then these are different game modes over here: creative, endless, and puzzles. But we can barely see what they're called because of the darkness, and the darkness is one of the game mechanics that we will experience when we get into the game. But I assume after you beat, say, this particular scenario, then the next one or the next couple maybe unlock, and you work your way through the other scenarios as part of sort of a campaign. So let's go ahead and jump into Last Hope. We have 3 levels of difficulty here. The third one, being Deity, is not available to us. We cannot choose it. Survivor, which is a challenging real-time experience designed to test your tactical thinking. Would you like to play this level in Survivor game mode? We're not actually going to play as Survivor. We're going to play as Settler. Settler is a forgiving, turn-based, cozy experience to relax. Would you like to play this level in Settler game mode? Yes, I would. So you can kind of see already there's a little bit of a difference here between Settler and Survivor. I'm still very tired. Darkness invaded your realm and you woke me up to help you restore it? Quite the task. All right, let's begin by building the biggest city we can in 200 days. But first, we will need food to welcome more people. Let's hunt in the forest. So it says 200 days. That's 200 turns. We probably won't get through all 200 in this feature, but again, by all means, go onto Steam and download the demo of the game for yourself, as you know, it's available there, and you, at least for this week of Steam Next Fest. So, and let me know, of course, what you think of the game. So you can arrow around or use your controller, D-pad probably, or maybe the stick, to move around to different tiles. We need to hunt, which we can hunt in the forest, as you can see down there in that little tutorial bit in the bottom left. So we'll go here into the forest, and each one of these hunting tasks and a few other types of tasks are a little bit of a mini game, which is a fun way, I think, to do this, and it kind of returns or lends itself to the old school style of the game. So let's go in here, and we want to choose hunt. Some other choices are do nothing or build a lumberjack's cabin. Over there on the upper left, you see the different resources we have. I can't remember specifically what it's called. It's not called people, but it's called it's population in any event. The one that's actually the second one. The first one is light, and we'll get that in a little bit. The second one is people. The third, which is poked out a little bit. The third is food, which is also popped out a little bit. And then the fourth is wood, but it seems like it's more like supplies or building materials. And I'll show you what I mean, or tell you what I mean by that a little bit later. So let's go ahead and hunt here. And for the hunting, you need to shoot at the running prey. Move your cursor back and forth. In this case, just left and right. Shoot with the space bar, or probably one of the gamepad buttons. I don't know, A or X or something on the gamepad, depending on what type of gamepad you're using. So let's hit start, and you can see there's a little shooting activity there, animation there, I mean. And if you're good, you can hit all of the creatures and hunt all of the creatures. Now you do get a workforce, that's what it's called. You do get a base amount, no matter what, just by hunting. And I think it was 20. Let's build some tents to produce more workforce every day. Place the tents near your encampment to benefit from the adjacency bonus. Okay, so you do get a base amount, I think, of 20 food, and then you get an additional piece of food for every successful shot you make. So we ended up getting like 24 food out of that, I guess, or however much it was. I didn't actually notice what it said. It tells you the base amount just above the activity window there, the minigame window. So we have all these different tiles. We have a forest, of course. We have a meadow, which I think can sometimes grow into a forest. A couple of forests, actually, and another forest here that has more hunting that we can do. But we're going to go to the plains here, and we're going to build tents. And the reason we're building these here is because the tents get an adjacency bonus with the town, or the central tile there. So if we'd built a tent here, for example, we would get 3 per day. And you can see that, I can't show you even with my mouse cursor, but on the workforce icon in the top left, you can see we get 3 workforce per day if we played this here. But if we played up here, we'll end up with 4 workforce per day, which is nice. You get an extra bonus. So we're going to pick that one. Great job. However, to construct more tents, we'll need food. Relying solely on hunting isn't reliable enough. Let's build a wheat field to produce food every day. If you don't have enough workforce to build it, simply wait a few days. But don't wait too long. We must complete the city within 200 days. So we can pick another tile to build a field on. We can only do fields on plains. That's here is a wheat field. Or meadows, I believe. Yeah, meadows. We can also build lumberjack cabins on any tile that is adjacent to, is a meadow or a forest. And we can build churches and taverns in any tiles that are plains, and maybe something else as well. But we'll get to those later. So we want to build that wheat field. And I want to build it here, but we can't afford it yet. We need to have 20 workforce, and we only have 15 right now. So we need to skip ahead a couple of days to get enough workforce. We can also build another tent here, but we need 20 food in order to do that, which is why we need to build the field. So in the top right, you can see control to pass the day, or in the bottom right for that matter. And we'll do that twice to get to at least 20 workforce. Then I'm going to come back over here, and I'm going to put up this wheat field. Fantastic. Now we will get more food every day. Oh, but I should certainly use my powers, right? Certain buildings, like your encampment, generate light. I can consume this light to illuminate darkness. Do you see those gloomy purple squares? Let's illuminate them. Okay, so our next task is to illuminate 3 of the purple squares, which are the dark mist. And so I think I'm going to do maybe this one. Let's see. You can kind of see what's behind them, but not entirely. So this is another forest with hunting, just as this one is. Over here we have some sheep. I know that partially because I've done this a little bit already, and I know that is there. I believe this is both the sea, which is another type of tile, an ocean tile. We might have some more sheep here. That might be a meadow. I think this is just a plain. This is a desert. That's another hunting tile with forest, or forest with hunting. I think we're going to do this other plane here, and we'll illuminate it. That's the only other choice we have here besides do nothing. And that's going to cost us, as you can see in the top left, 1 light. And we gain 1 light per day, by the way. So we spend that light, and that gives us this. Now, of course, there are these question mark tiles all over the map. As you can see, way over here, way over there, a bunch of them down here. And it's kind of what I was going toward, is one of these question marks. So we're going to hit that one and illuminate it. And that reveals a light breach. A light breach is a special tile where you can play a little mini game to collect additional, you collect a base amount and then an additional light every, I don't know, maybe 10 turns or something like that. So while it's not super great, it is there, and you can use it, and it works well. I think I'd like for my 3rd one to uncover this one as well, but we don't have enough light yet. So we actually need to skip a turn, and then we can illuminate this one. Well done. Now you can do whatever you want on those squares. Oh, I have plans. Remember, the more we illuminate the darkness, the stronger it resists. Choose your actions wisely. There are plenty of forests around here. Perhaps we should chop down some of them to make room for more buildings. You can learn how to do it in your encampment. All right, we'll do that. So we can build tents, but we need more food. We can build wheat field, but we need more people, or more workforce. We can go into the encampment as well, and we can do a couple of things here. We can build a fort, which costs a lot, and we're not there yet. Or we can learn chopping, which just costs 10 food. But that'll give us the ability to harvest the forest for that log icon, which is, like I said, kind of like building resources or something to that effect. So let's go ahead and skip a day, I think. Although, nope, I think actually I'm going to hunt here real quick, because that'll actually give us more food. Ooh, I got both of them with 1 shot. Nice. Get a 2-fer on that one. And that gave me a bunch of food right away. So I can actually probably, learn chopping right away. There we go. So now we can chop down forests, and we do still have enough workforce to do so. So let's chop this forest here. And this is another mini game where your axe will move along a line, and as long as you hit in that little bit of space around the tree, you will get a bonus amount of wood on top of the base amount that'll appear above the mini game here, which is 10. And I got 3 more, so we got 13 total. You have plenty of space to build now. You even obtained materials from the wood. Okay, they call it materials. Don't waste space. Build more to produce more. And this is where I think I want to build some more tents. And now that we've also gathered the food from hunting, we can build some tents here. We do have a couple of other choices that will come later. One of those is windmill, which we need to have some more people, workforce, as well as some more materials. And the lumberjack cabin makes a return as well. So let's go here, and we'll build another tent, and that'll get us a little bit more space here. And then I think now it's time to do a turn, because we can't afford to do much. We need people for this, which we have now. So let's collect light from this, whatever it's called, light breach. And this is, like I said, another mini game where you're trying to catch the light in the jar, which is kind of a fun little thing. So let's go ahead and start that. And I'm not super good about the fast reaction time, but fortunately, there's not much to do here for that. So we got 3 light from that one, and it ramps up with time. I think more times that you do it, the more the base amount is, I think, but definitely the more little light particles that you have available to you. Let's see. I think, we need to build a couple more buildings, but we need to have We need to have more people, more materials, and or more food. I think we could probably do some... We need to advance the day at least once. I think we could do a little bit of chopping, and we can also look for another tile we want to open up. This one looks like a decent one to do, because it's another question mark tile. So let's do that one. And that is... What is that? Oh, it's a windmill. It's a broken windmill. Oh, okay. So we can repair that windmill. The windmill gives you an adjacency bonus to the wheat fields and causes the wheat fields to produce an extra food per day. So we're going to want to put in a wheat field here, which I was planning on doing anyway, because, spoiler alert, I was going to put a windmill here, and we still can. Let's see here. This one is going to cost me too much. We'll have to wait a couple of days for that. What can we afford? What can we afford? I think we can afford to chop. Yeah, let's chop a bit. So another 13 there. And I think I'm going to... And then you can see also, by the way, the forest turns into a meadow. And then it'll regrow as a forest after, I don't know, 5 or 10 more turns. Something like that. But we can't even afford that. So let's skip another turn. The windmill... This windmill here will cost us a lot of people and a lot of materials. This one will cost us a lot less. So repairing this one is probably the best. Oh, I forgot. There's notes. Whenever you find a ruin, there's a note. The farm has been deserted, but the windmill can be repaired. Look, there's a note on the door. Without light, my crops will have failed, and with them, my livelihood. To survive, I made a difficult decision that goes against my moral compass. I can feel myself becoming a different person, a person I do not recognize. This has to stop. I will plant my last seeds and care for them until the end. All right. So we can rebuild this in, I guess, 2 turns, which I think maybe we should just do 2 turns, because we kind of need to accumulate some things anyway. So let's rebuild this, repair it. Okay. And then I'm going to want to build a wheat field here, which means we need to have more wood. And more people, I mean. So let's not chop that down. Let's wait for this so we can get to the people. There. And let's put a wheat field in here. That'll give me a little bit more food. And you can see now that it has the adjacency wiggle there a little bit, which tells you that you have that proximity. And now we should be able to, in the next turn, build another tent. Forests need time to regrow from the meadow, and we lack materials. Let's build a lumberjack's cabin on one of the forests. It's much more efficient. The more forests around the cabin, the more materials it produces. Place it well. I think I want to put it on this one, because I could place it here. Well, you know what? I think we will actually place it here. Although I do want to eventually turn this into another encampment. So I'm only going to have it be on 2 of them here. Another tent. Because of the adjacency bonus once again. So I think, because I can put those right. Let me make sure before I make that decision. Yeah, we can build tents on meadows. So I could put it here, which would have these 2 as adjacency. Or I could put it here, which would have these 2 as adjacency. So either one is fine. It just kind of matters as to what's next. And maybe we should illuminate this, which tells me there's a mountain here. Because I know what that is. Let's do a hunt. Oh, by the way, if you're on a tile that is huntable and choppable, do the hunt first. Otherwise, you will lose the ability to hunt if you chop first. Oop, stopped at 8. There we go. Perfect. So if you're on a tile that's you can both hunt and chop, then make sure that you hunt first. Let's see. I think we'll build the lumberjack cabin here, which is going to cost... No, you know what? I'll do it up here. I'll do it up here because it might end up better. Either way, it's going to cost us way more people than we have. Now I'm struggling with myself. You know what? I'm going to skip a turn. Take a turn. I'm going to chop this one after all. We'll put the cabin here. Tent here. That way we get some more people faster. And we'll go ahead and illuminate this one when we have 2 more light. In the meantime, I'm just going to let things kind of accumulate a little bit. We'll illuminate this one. That tells me there's a sea there, there's a plain here, there's still some sheep up there, and a mountain there. Yeah, I think we'll go with this one. And this forest regrew, by the way. So we're ready to do this once we have 50 workforce. So let's do that and place the lumberjack cabin. Let's upgrade your encampment into a fort. This will unlock new research. Upgraded buildings typically produce more resources and may have special effects. But be careful, the fort will consume food and materials every day. Let's take a look at the fort. By the way, the icons on the left show you where your production will be going if you choose to do this build, whatever the item is to build. So normally we have 1 light, 7 people, 7 workforce, 3 food, and 3 materials per day. If we build a fort, it'll go up to 2 light and up to 9 people per day, but it'll also reduce our income from food and materials by 1 each. So keep that in mind, and that's what that's telling you. And then, of course, the red numbers mean you don't have enough yet, and the yellow numbers mean you do, but it's a cost. So keep that in mind as well. I think I would like to open up this tile. Yeah, let's do a couple of those. Let's open up this one. Oh, it's 7 now. That's right. It goes up every turn too. 1 more. There we are. How much it costs to remove the light. And then I'd like to put a wheat field in here, which will give us a little bit more adjacency bonus with this lighthouse. Or no, not a lighthouse, that comes later. With this windmill. And I'd like to save up to build another windmill here, which means we need to have 50 people. Which means we probably want to work toward another set of tents somewhere, which won't give us an adjacency bonus, but that's okay. This needs 50 people as well. Maybe we should do that first. Oh, the hunting is back. Should I do it? I think I should do it. We'll need it eventually anyway. I missed one. Dang it. A bear emerged from the forest and started roaring at you. We could either kill the bear, or we could slowly escape. Killing the bear is going to cost us 5 workforce, but it'll gain us 20 food. Or we could slowly escape and let the bear go. And that's the choice I'm going to make. We managed to escape by slowly moving away. And the reason I'm making that is because I did it the last time and it led to something interesting. Let's see. Skip, turn, take turn. Let's go in here. Ooh. Build a windmill. I should have done this, though, to collect the light, but we'll do that in a couple more turns, I guess. And that'll get us a little bit more food coming in, which is always good. It's always good to have food. Let's gather some more light from this. And there you can see how we've gotten an additional, and that gives us also a more higher base amount. And I don't want to do this one yet for reasons that I will reveal when I do it. Let's do, what do we have here? We could do a tavern. That gets us population bonus as well. Yeah, let's do that. Brings in now 8 people per turn, and that'll get us to this 50 a little bit faster. Let's take that. I'll wait on that hunting task. And 1 more. Alright, let's upgrade this to a fort. Wait, we can't? Oh, we need 1 more turn for the wood. I guess I could have chopped. That's fine. I guess I wouldn't have chopped because I still would have needed the people. I'd needed 1 more turn either way. Let's build a fort. Did you notice the windmill and the lumberjack also consume workforce every day? Make sure to have enough production before building stuff. The key to a thriving city resides in building placement and resource balance. Don't build at random, make good use of the adjacency bonus. Keep exploring and learn how to use the other buildings. Okay, so let's do this. Yep, hunt. Oop. Oh, got it. I still got it. Great. That's a desert, so I don't worry about that one right now. Maybe later. Let's go here. I'll show you the sheep. We can build a pasture, or we can slaughter the sheep. The building a pasture gives us an additional food and an additional material every day. I'm guessing the wool becomes that material. Or we can slaughter them to get a huge hit of food right off. I want to do this one, but we need to have 20 people before we can do it. Let's also illuminate this tile, which leads us to a desert tile over here, which I also want to illuminate. And that gives us a chest. In the chest is a bunch of materials. Nice. Let's take a couple of days to give us this now, which is good. It costs us food, by the way, but it does add in. It costs us 20 food, but it gives us 1 food per day forever. So I'm going to build a pasture here. And do I want to hunt again? I think so. Oh no, I missed one. Doggone it. Okay. And that's all I can do this turn, really. Let's do a chop here as well. Your people are hungry. Give them food. That'll give us 20 people at the cost of 30 food. Or we can keep the food and tell them to stuff it. We're going to give them the food. Alright, let's give them the food. They're going to work hard to thank you. I think I also want to chop this one. Some more materials. We're doing pretty well now. So I want to go ahead and reveal this question mark. Nope, we can't. We need 12 light. Okay, never mind. This one's going to be 12 light as well. Yep. Okay, then in that case, they're all 12. So let's advance a bit more, I think. Although I should consider building another house. Possibly. Possibly. But I really want that one because I know it's there. Let's go. Let's just advance for a little bit. Is it 12? 12 light? Yeah, let's go ahead and illuminate this one. In this tile, there are ruined houses. So we can repair the houses and we can also read the note. Those houses have been abandoned for a long time. Look, there's a note on the table. Darkness moves with all will of its own, devouring all in its path. It first came from the corrupted island in the east. We can't continue living here. We must leave. May the light guide us. Alright, so to repair these houses, it's going to cost us food and materials, but it's also going to give us additional food, or additional workforce per day. So 2 additional workforce per day, minus 1 food, and actually no additional materials, but will cost us some materials and some food to build. And so I think we'll go ahead and do that. You build houses. That's good. They produce more workforce than tents. But did you notice they consume food? Be careful with your production. Yeah. Yep. That's going to be now 13. Yeah. And I'm still ignoring this desert tile here. Oh, let's see. Where do I want to go next? I don't know. We need to do a couple of turns anyways, I think. Although I really could use to build something. Can I do... Not yet. A church? We'll have to do a church later. We'll wait on that then. We'll just keep accumulating. We'll need it. Don't worry. We'll need it. Let's get up to 13. Light. Oh! Finally, I've found you. What's that? A dark storm? Darkness is spreading from it. A storm never lasts forever, right? We need to survive until it dissipates. Don't let it take our fort, or we're doomed. Okay, so the dark storm here appeared here in this tile next to the fort, so that's not a good thing. And we need 30 light to get rid of it, which is not... It's going to be a little bit of time. But I believe... Let's skip a day. Darkness is near our encampment. Protect it, or we'll never make it. And it's spread this way, which is okay. But you can see now it's only 20, so we have to take another day here. And now it's still 20. We could probably, we could alleviate this one, but it's not going to help us any to deal with this one. Actually, won't let us deal with this one. But we have to deal with this one, so we need to keep going. The storm dissipated. We're saved. It was only a small one this time. Change of plans. We need to protect the fort against future storms. Merely stockpiling light won't be enough with such low production. We should increase our light production and push back the darkness. First, let's purge our territory from the storm gusts. Okay, so we can purge this now. It only costs 10. And we have to play a little game here to shoot the particles. And of course, how much it costs depends on how many particles we shoot successfully. So base cost was 10, and by shooting 2 particles successfully, that meant the cost was only 8 instead of 10. So let's do this one as well. There we go. And that knocked me down to 6. I'm sure the next storms will be stronger. We need to produce more light. Let's build a church next to our tents. Yeah, we need to deal with this first. Sorry. Oh, and this is another mini game. Face the darkness with your sword. So using the arrow keys, we need to point our sword in the direction that the darkness is coming from to successfully defeat it. And then that also reduces the cost of the clearing of that storm. So let's go here and build a church. We need 120 people, which we have. It's going to also knock our population down, our accumulation of population down, but it boosts our light by 2 per day, which is really good. So let's go ahead and do that. We're still not producing enough light. The next storm would crush us. You should build a lighthouse near the sea, or maybe an observatory in the mountains. You can also build more churches if you want. The choice is yours. So I'm going to vary that up a bit. We'll build a few different things, but I want to build some more tents here, because that'll not only help restore our workforce growth, but also give us a little bit more light production as well. Our light production is good. Now let's find and destroy dark monoliths to weaken the darkness. Because that adds to that light production, because it's got the adjacency bonus. So now we have 5 per day of light. You can see these, as I mentioned, these appear to be sea tiles. We could potentially put a lighthouse there, or we can't put it there. Okay. And I do want to open this up, but I think I want to wait a bit. Maybe not. Let's open up these just to see what's here. Oh, nice. Ooh. Oh, and there's, okay. Then maybe I will do this one first, because once we, yeah, let's do that. Don't skip ahead of yourself, Ollie. Do that. This is a black monolith. They fell from the sky years ago and engulfed the world into darkness. We should destroy it to reduce the cost of illumination. It might have other effects that we'll have to find out ourselves. So in order to destroy this, we need 50 workforce. So we're going to have to save up for that. In the meantime, I will probably illuminate these additional tiles here, here, and here to get the most benefit from our lighthouse. But we're getting, let's see, what do we need, 50? Yeah, 50. If we get there, but I guess we're just going to do it this way. We'll do it this way. Destroy. And that gives me a great place to put a lighthouse, because adjacency bonuses. But we can't afford it yet. We need more food and more materials. So let's go here and illuminate. And illuminate. And we can't illuminate there yet. Let's illuminate here. And now we're ready for that lighthouse as soon as we have, well, the materials. So let's go and see if we can... Oh, we should probably hunt here. Yeah, let's hunt here. Ooh, two for one. Oh, crap, I missed one then. Well, that's what you get sometimes. We can gain the light from this. 3. So it was 12, 3, and then the +1 for the perfect bonus. Those could be chopped, but I don't want to chop them. I think I want to illuminate and then chop this. Except I don't have enough workforce. Let's chop that. That'll get us some more materials. And I can put another tent here, which will get a bonus from the church. So this probably wasn't the greatest place for a tavern, because we can only do 2 adjacent squares, unless we decide to... Ooh, we can breed them? Ooh. Because we didn't decide to slaughter, unless we change our minds and decide to slaughter these sheep. But we could always do the breed, which will cost us stuff. What does that get us? It doesn't say what it gives us. Well, let's try it, see what happens. It gives us more sheep. Of course it does. Because what else would it give? And we could pasture those as well. Okay, I get it now. So we need these, let's see, 46 wood. 60 wood, sorry, and some more food. Okay. That would be a good thing to do with this then. So let's get to 20 population, or workforce, and then we can build a pasture to get some additional gain there. And let's get anything else. I could illuminate, probably should illuminate some more. If I built some tents here, that would get us more people at the cost of food. Yeah, let's illuminate here. A group of refugees just arrived. Welcome them, which will cost us 40 food. Oof. But it'll give us 80 workforce, or we can send them away for no difference. Let's take them in, because we'll need that eventually anyway. They're very grateful. Can we afford the food, though? Yeah, we can afford it. It's fine. But I would like to find another place to hunt or gather food another way. I guess we could do this one in a couple more days. Oh, we can hunt down here now, too. Let's do that first. Ooh. Ah. I'm too slow. Okay, there's a little bit more food. Let's also take this one and build a pasture. I could slaughter them. I should probably actually do that. Let's slaughter these ones. That gives us a whole bunch of food. It gets us really, really close to that lighthouse. 80 food. Oops. Okay, never mind then. The lighthouse, though, costs a crap ton of food per day. It's actually going to cost us 4 food per day. So that's maybe not the best thing to do right now, anyway. Let's do other things then. Let's go here. It's another black monolith, so we'll try to destroy that. We're doing very good. Now we should start stockpiling light to prepare for the next storm. Oh, we are. Oh, we are. Oh, let's see. I mean, I do want to build the lighthouse, but it kind of doesn't make sense right this moment. That's another meadow. These are all plains out here. More sea here. There's a forest up there. And over here. I suppose we could do that. Let's actually do this one also. And then we can hunt here. Doggone it. You got in my way. And then chop. And then chop. Oh, I missed. I was too jumpy. Okay. Let's see. Another plane here. And then another black monolith there. Let's go turn, and I need to have more food income before I do that. Let's go here. This, and then another wheat field. That'll put us up to 6 per day. And then I can afford the lighthouse. Reasonably so. That'll work. So that gives us a crap ton more light coming in per day. At the cost of food, unfortunately. But still, crap ton more light. Anything else we can learn here? Oh, yes, we can. We can learn to build houses. We can learn chopping too and hunting too. So let's try to work at one of those. Houses means we need a bunch of food either way. Okay. Or we can build a castle, but that's going to cost a bunch of everything. So we don't want to do that quite yet anyway. Let's keep maybe revealing and maybe even doing. Ooh. Ooh, I got him. Nice. The same bear appears before you with its babies. We could kill the bears. That would cost us 5 workforce and get us a bunch of food. We could tame the bears, which will give us 5 food per day, or sorry, additional 3 food per day, or we could leave them. Let's tame the bears. We tame the bears. They will hunt for us every day. Oh yeah, we tame the bears. I assume we can probably clear this forest again without any repercussions. Question mark. TM. With the bears, I mean. The bears. Okay. Next task. Why? What do I want to do food-wise? We can't do anything with desert, so I'm not going to bother with that tile. Do nothing. We're still trying to stockpile light, which I keep spending. But small hint, if you don't get to the stockpile point, you don't move on. It's because this is in survival, or this is in settler mode. If we were in survival mode, it would be a little bit different. But since we're in settler mode, I think it would be different anyway in survival. Since we're in settler mode, it's a little bit easier to manage. Maybe I should move the tavern here and then put houses in like this around it. We could do that. And a small tip. Also we can build a market. If you destroy something, you get the materials back from it. At least the materials that it cost to build, not counting the workforce. Actually, it doesn't cost any workforce. Tavern, yeah, 50 and 20. So let's go here and remove this tavern. We'll use that tile for something else, and instead we'll put a tavern here, and then we'll put another tent here, and maybe another tent here if we can. Yeah, that's intense. And that'll give us a lot more population coming in, and we can also upgrade this to a market, which I want to do. You can trade large amounts of resources in the market. After a trade, you'll need to wait a few days for the merchant to come back. Alright, so if we go into the market now, we can buy materials at the cost of food. It costs 50 food to get 25 materials. We can buy food at the cost of materials. We get 70 food for 50 materials. Or we can get workforce for the cost of food. 50 workforce for 50 food. We can destroy, of course, or we can do nothing. And you can escape out always to do nothing, even if you don't have it selected. I don't think I mentioned that earlier. I may breed again here if we get the food saved up. For now, I think I'm just going to work toward that 120 light and everything else that goes with it. Give or take if I have another hunting task, or maybe a chopping task if we get close enough to 120. Yep, here's a hunting task. Oh no, I missed one again. A little too slow. Should I chop? I think I should chop some more here. Gotcha. And this one? Gotcha. There we go. And so in the next turn, we will hit that 120 light, and I believe that triggers the next event. All of this light. We are more than ready for the next storm, right? While we wait, let's expand our territory, but remember to keep some light. Oh, I guess it doesn't trigger the next storm. Oh, we have 10 turns now till the next storm. Okay, so we'll want to keep that in mind and keep a decent stockpile of light as we continue expanding and building and doing whatever other things. Let's see. I should probably take out this. Let's do that, and let's destroy it. Good. There's more sheep up here. There's a plains there. There's another forest here. Oh, we should learn to build houses. And then we can also learn chopping and hunting too. We just need a lot of food for those. If we upgrade to houses, it's going to cost us 1 food per day plus a whole host of food and materials, but it'll get us 1 additional person per day. We really need to get some more food coming in, I think. So maybe we build... Think about how to do this. If we wanted to build a set of fields and... Ooh, there's another light thing. Yeah, let's get that. Get that first. Woohoo! Okay. And that one's still not ready. So if we built another pattern of fields and windmills over here, how would we do that to be the most efficient? That's plains, this is plains, this is plains. Let's see what's next to the plains. Another desert, which isn't super bad, but not the most fun. If I built a windmill here, that would give me 3, because that's a plain I can tell. That would give me 3. I could put another windmill then here, which would get me 3. And another windmill here, which would get me 3. And another windmill here, which would get me 2. We could do that. Let's start with the field then. Otherwise, if I put a windmill here, I could get 3 because that's a plains there. Field, windmill here would be 4. Windmill here would be 3. Windmill here would be 3. 3, 3, 3, and 4 is 13. This one was 3, 3, 3, and 3, which is 12. So actually, this is better to do windmill here, field here, because that could potentially be another windmill that way. Let's go with the field here then. If I can build a windmill on this one. I can. Good. Field here. And that's all the labor I have right now. Windmill's going to cost me 50 labor, so we got to save up a bit. Workforce, I mean. Let's do a windmill. And then let's clear this. On the way back. And then I just need a little bit more there. There. Give ourselves a little bit of a farming community over here. I think that's kind of fun. There. That'll be our set of 4 to get us started with a good amount of food. And then we need to do some more wood. Ooh, we can do that. Let's do that. Let's do that first. Look, 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 look. We have 232 light. That's a little bit. Let's do the mountain here. Mountains can be used for 2 different things, at least that I know of. Observatories and mines. Observatories will cost you a bunch of food up front, or a bunch of wood up front, and cost you 4 wood per day, but they'll gain light per day, 1 per day plus 1 additional for each adjacent tile of darkness. Whereas the mine will cost us 20 people up front and will cost us 1 person per day, but it will give us 1 material per day instead. So I think that's what we're going to go with here. But we obviously need to advance. Oh, let's see how you look after that. 2 storms at the same time? Ah! Alright, let's calm down. We mustn't let the darkness reach our fort, or it's game over. Remember how the first storm weakened over time? We need to hold out long enough. Or perhaps we should try illuminating the heart of the storms before they spread. Yeah, let's do that part. 98 light it'll cost us to illuminate the heart of this storm. Minus whatever I actually succeed in accomplishing here. And that's where a controller might be a little bit more useful. And let's see about this one too. 98 again, but again we saved a little bit last time by being successful with this defense action. If I can hit anything, that'd be good. Well, I only hit a few. Yes, we survived. Phew. We're getting the hang of it, right? We might actually make a great team. The last storm will crush you. Curse you. The last storm will be even stronger. Let's prepare. We'll need a significant amount of light. It's more than time to upgrade our fort into a castle, right? Probably. We should also probably do this. Chop 2. And hunt 2. And I'll show you what that gives us for a benefit. On the chopping, that gives us a bonus of 6 instead of 3. And the next time we see something to hunt, we'll talk about that one. Oh, let's see. All the rest of these are 3. Let's see if we can put a... Nope, we can't put a windmill in yet. Oh, we need more people. Alright, fine. That's going to be 50, but I can put the field in here. Oh, I needed to put that mine in, too. Oops. Let's put the mine in. Mine. A mine collapsed and people are trapped inside. Well, that was a crappy built mine. We can save the miners. It'll cost us 50 materials. But it'll restore that +1 material for the mine. Or we get 10 people out of the deal, 10 workforce. Or we can close the mine, which gives us an additional workforce because we are not going to spend it on the mine anymore. But it also reduces our materials per day. I'm going to save the mine. The miners are all saved. They're going to work harder to thank you. Okay. Yeah, we need that still. Let's do that. That'll get us some more food bonus in there. Oh, we can do the market thing again. So here at the market, we can, I think we probably want to do this one. Buy some more workforce at the cost of food. Mm-hmm. We could probably also build some houses. Yeah, let's build 2 housing units like that. That'll be good also. Any other spots that I can see where we can hunt? I wanted to show that hunting thing, but I've either covered up or used most of them except for this one. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, they did breed over here. We can build a pasture now. Oh, nice. Okay, we'll do that in a bit. So we're also working toward those savings to try and get to the next thing there. Let's just get some more of that. Build a pasture here. I suppose we could expand and illuminate elsewhere. Yeah, we could. What if I... let's do this one. Let's put in a tent here. We can't do yet. That's fine. Oh, this is going to be good, I think. Maybe. Control. And then build a tent here. We could build the houses, but we don't have the food yet. But I think I want to turn this one into an observatory. Even though it's going to cost me a lot of materials or food or whatever, I think I want to do an observatory just to show you all what an observatory is. It's going to cost us... Yeah, it's fine. Let's build an observatory. You built an observatory. It can produce light from adjacent darkness. Don't ask me how. Be careful. An observatory consumes a lot of materials every day. Yeah, so it's consuming 4 materials per day, but it's giving us 4 light per day because we have 3 adjacent tiles. Otherwise, it'd only be 1. So that's when a mountain is really worth it, turning into an observatory, is when you have this level of, like out here's a peak. And there is a limit, by the way, to the map. You can kind of, right there's the upper corner. You can kind of see how big it is here. And we can actually press K here to zoom out, if you want to see a little bit more of the map at the time, and J to zoom back into the same level. But I want to do maybe another mine here, which we can't afford yet. We need more workers, so there we go. And that'll restore a little bit of our additional food at the cost of an additional worker, of course. But I do want to keep building houses, which will restore those worker quantities as we have the food for it. Oh, we can hunt here again. Okay, so let's do the hunting task. Nope, we need people. There we go. Hunt again. And you can see now also that there are twice as many animals to hunt. So they give a little bit more bonus food for taking that hunting level 2. Still working on that, but also not. But I also just noticed the time, and we've kind of gone our entire time and a little bit more here. So I hope this gives you a feel for the game, how it works, at least here in settler mode. Survival, of course, will be a little bit more intense, I suspect. But give the game a try if you're interested on Steam during Next Fest this week. I don't know if it will remain after or not. That is, after Next Fest is over with or not. The release date is yet to be announced. I don't think, there's not any date yet announced. But by all means, give the game a follow and put it on your wish list if you're interested. And also, let me know what you think of the game. and I would like to come back to it when it is released. So thank you all for joining me, and I will see you again tomorrow for more from Steam Next Fest. Bye for now.